Watchmen opens in an alternate 1985 where costumed vigilantes, known as masked heroes, exist alongside governments and ordinary citizens. The story begins with the murder of Edward Morgan Blake, the comedian, whose death shocks the superhero community and triggers an investigation by Rorschach, a morally rigid vigilante. Rorschach's investigation quickly reveals that someone is targeting former heroes, suggesting a coordinated and dangerous plot. His uncompromising worldview drives him to warn his former colleagues, despite their reluctance to intervene or return to crime fighting. The narrative unfolds through multiple perspectives, each offering insight into the complex ethical landscape of the story. Rorschach represents uncompromising moral absolutism, believing in punishment and justice at any cost. Dr. Jonathan Osterman, also known as Dr. Manhattan, embodies godlike detachment, having been transformed by a nuclear accident into a being with near limitless powers. He increasingly perceives human life as trivial and struggles with emotional connection, including his relationship with Laurie Jupiter, formerly Silk Spectre. Night Owl, the aging hero Daniel Dryberg, reflects on the limitations of traditional heroism, balancing nostalgia for his past with a recognition of systemic failure. Meanwhile, Laurie Jupiter navigates the tension between personal desire and ethical responsibility, embodying the human cost of a world dominated by power. Ozymandias, or Adrian Veidt, emerges as a central figure whose intellect and ambition drive the story toward its climactic resolution. He orchestrates a morally ambiguous plan to prevent global nuclear war by fabricating an extraterrestrial threat, creating the illusion of a common enemy to unite humanity. Veidt manipulates events with meticulous precision, exploiting the abilities and weaknesses of other characters while remaining hidden. His actions force the story to question whether the ends justify the means and explore the moral compromises inherent in absolute power. The plot weaves flashbacks, personal histories, and metafictional devices to explore the psychological, political, and philosophical dimensions of its characters. The comedian's death uncovers secrets about government manipulation, personal betrayal, and the hidden costs of heroism. Dr. Manhattan's detachment leads to confrontations with both humans and his former colleagues, highlighting the tension between godlike omniscience and human emotion. Rorschach's relentless pursuit of truth contrasts with the willingness of others to compromise for stability, creating moral tension that drives the narrative. As the story reaches its climax, Veidt executes his plan, detonating a psychic shockwave that simulates an alien invasion in New York City. Millions die instantly, but the staged catastrophe averts nuclear conflict between the United States and the Soviet Union. The surviving heroes are confronted with a moral dilemma: reveal the truth and risk global chaos, or conceal the atrocity to preserve peace. Dr. Manhattan and Laurie leave Earth. Rorschach refuses to compromise his principles, and Night Owl and Silk Spectre reluctantly accept the uneasy moral resolution. The series closes on the image of a blood-stained smiley face, symbolizing the interplay of innocence, violence, and the ethical ambiguities that define the story. Watchmen is a deconstruction of the superhero genre, blending science fiction, noir investigation, political allegory, and psychological depth. The 2009 Panini Comics edition faithfully preserves all original plot events, character arcs, and thematic elements, capturing the tension between justice, morality, and human imperfection. Every confrontation, ethical choice, and revelation aligns with Moore and Gibbons' vision, ensuring that the story's canonical complexity, philosophical nuance, and narrative structure remain intact.